But let's get this back to the real world now. By that I mean money. Companies might be cooking up these new options, but will consumers, meat eaters, vegetarians, vegans, will they buy them? I wanted to get some expert opinion on this. So there's a super popular restaurant in Georgetown here in DC. It's called Chaia, got profiled in Bon Appetit. Their motto there is farm to taco. Serves only vegetarian-friendly dishes on a limited menu. It's really yummy. The creamy kale and potato thing, yummy. So Bettina Stern, she's co-owner of Chaia, and gave me some insight on all this, on the vegetarian and vegan demands that she sees day in and day out. Would her clients accept the new designer meats? Would real meat grown from a cell in a lab do well in veggie-first restaurants, maybe? She knew every single person who walked through that door, so I was anxious to hear what she thought.
What we do here is we make vegetables really delicious, and we design each taco so that you're not missing meat.
But now it seems that going even younger, people who are already seemingly healthy but just, I guess, want to bump that up even more, that they are choosing to go to, I thought they were all vegetarians. No, veganism and plant-based diet, you know, there are all these delineations, but overall, it's a move toward health and prevention, it seems like.
It is, because you can be light and lean and strong on a vegetarian and even a vegan lifestyle. In fact, you can find those proteins and that food that's going to fulfill you in a plant-based diet. And for us, the reason behind Chaia is to get people to eat more plants for a variety of reasons. A, they are delicious, they're sustainable, they're plentiful, they're regional, they're seasonal, they're local. We can play off our menu that way by getting foods in here that we can source from our local farmers and get people to eat more vegetables. We feel that we're acting on what we know. We know that a diet based around plants should become much more prevalent, that people should choose to eat a heavily plant-based diet, if not exclusively a plant-based diet. Animal agriculture is one of the biggest reasons that our planet is in this decline. So again, we're acting on what we know. We know that to move forward as stewards of our earth, we need to make this a proactive movement. Now, changing behaviors is really hard, right? I mean, I am not a vegetarian. I'm not a pure vegetarian, but my diet is mostly plant-based. I would love to say I'm going to go there, but I haven't done it yet. I mean, there's a lot of behavioral changes we can make, but this one's really, really, really important.
But if you were to open up another venue that, let's say, wasn't strictly a whole food menu like you have here, would you put some of these meat alternatives on the menu, these designer meats? Do you think there is a market for it?
Oh, I absolutely think there's a market for it, because I think people realize they need to make changes, and so give them an alternative and see if it's satisfied.
What they're doing is they're taking like a cell out of meat and then they grow a whole steak. No animal dies. There is no water involved. You know, it is biologically identical to real meat, but it's somewhat manufactured in a lab. Do you think that that would appeal to any vegetarian?
Probably not, because I think the idea of eating flesh is probably something that is what grosses people out.
So that's the sticking point. It's not eating something with a face.
It's like a test tube product, right?
It's a test tube steak.
Yeah, it's a test tube steak.
But it's identical, even with the marbling and everything.
I'd really rather eat a sweet potato.
When you see something like the Impossible Burger or these eggless eggs that are convincing substitutes, one, do you think your customers would eat those if you put them on the menu?
we're not going to put them on the menu because we are doing foods, whole foods, real whole foods, not processed, not things that are put together.
So to them,
so that's not coming on our menu.
Say, you know, I understand the idea, but
I think it's great. No, because I think if there were a processed food, there's a really, really good one. They are trying to save. I think that the Hampton Creek, the Beyond Eggs, Beyond Meat movement is fantastic. Honestly, we have to save our planet. We are screwing it up.